Yeah, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're still out here on the quest to get justice for Mohbad, and we are not leaving until we get that justice. So, one of my subscribers asked me yesterday, is it true that the house Mohbad stayed last in, that's the house he lived in at Orchard in Lekki, is it rented or Mohbad bought the property? And the answer to that question is Mohbad bought the property. Hold on. And I'm going to prove it. And this is the last time I'll be dwelling on this matter, because I think I've dealt with this matter in one of my previous videos. Now I understand that after the whole incident that happened at Ikorodu when he went for his last show with the wife, instead of the wife to pack her things and go, because she knows that's the last dealings she was going to have with Mohbad, she decided to stay. And why did she decide to stay? I think that was why, the reason why she stayed is the reason why Mohbad's father had this to say. Listen to Mohbad's father.
The people surrounding him, they kill him because of what he had.
Sure, you heard Mohbad's father. The people surrounding him buyed him because of what he had, what he has. Now I'm going to prove it. Okay. On the 17th of September, remember Mohbad died on the 12th. The sister came out on Daddy Free's live. That's Wumi's elder sister that stays in the US. I'll still deal with her own matter, like, as we draw down this video. Wumi's elder sister came on Daddy Freeze's live. And this was what she had to say. You know, say lie. If person lie, you go still top up another lie to counter that lie. Top up, before you know, you go boomerang. Everything goes scatter for your head. Now see what Wumi's elder sister came on Daddy Freeze's live to say. Hear it for yourself.
Now, all the allegations about land, there is no land anywhere. There is no property anywhere. Like I said, and I'll repeat it again, that land that they buried Mohbad on, that land that they buried Mohbad on, I was the one that wanted to buy that land. But I wanted something closer to by the side of the road. I said I don't want it. My mom advised Mohbad to start having property aside to the land in the house in Lekki. That was why my mom was involved in the first place. He advised him to start putting his money towards property. So when I turned out the land, my mom introduced, sorry, go and get something from the tree. My mom introduced the land to Mohbad. Mohbad bought the land. Thank God my mom advised Mohbad to get a land. What if he didn't get that land? They would just and bury him in one useless cemetery. If that land was purchased this year. The land papers were in process. They haven't finished the purchase of it. They haven't finished the papers of the land. They came, I'm going to keep using they came, for you guys to really understand. They came to my mom and said they wanted the what is called, the document for the land. My mom said the documents are still in process. They fought my mom and said they want the document. So my mom released the document. They took the land even before Mohbad died. It is okay for Mohbad to give them land. It's okay, but not forcefully. At least willingly released it, not forcefully. That was why they have access to go there directly to go and bury him there. Because they forcefully took that land from him and they forcefully took the papers from my mom. But if we keep quiet, it be as if we have something we are hiding. My sister is not in the right state of mind now. when when my sister delivered the lamb, Mohbad wanted to give her as a gift. That was when they purchased those lands in Liam's name. Thank God my sister did not collect that vehicle. Thank God she did not collect that vehicle. He purchased those lands after my sister gave birth to Liam.
Okay.
That was why Liam's name is there. My sister did not want to talk.
My sister do not want to talk. Why will she talk? Okay. Waiting. Okay. Before I go there, the person you just heard her voice happens to be Wumi's elder sister. Same mother, different father. She, according to her, she stays in the US. She came back immediately after Mohbad died. But from what I'm seeing so far, because right now she's having issues with both Wumi and Wumi's mother. And I will deal with that. I will deal with the reasons to their issue in my next video, because things are getting more deathy. She was the person you just heard her voice. And I don't blame her much, because if you follow up some of the issues she's been having with her family, you understand that this was what she was told to say by Wumi. Like you see, say Wumi not just manipulate outsider, she also manipulate insider, manipulate the likes of Femi Falana, SAN, manipulate her own sister. And that's not the reason why then they get the issues where then they get now, the family issues, internal family issues. So she was saying, she was talking from the side of, although say she still had her own one or two scoops, one or two lies, just to back her sister up. But you understand, she's saying from the point of view of what her sister told her. Okay. But waiting pay me finish for this video. This voice, this clip where you just wanna just hear and I say, she not just analyze waiting they another man house, waiting they Mohbad house. That's her brother-in-law. She not just end there. Imagine your sister-in-law analyzing what's inside your house, what you have and what you don't have. Because why? You decided to trust the mother and her daughter to the extent you got married to the daughter. And that happened to be Mohbad's greatest problem. And that was where his problem started from. Now, she went as far as analyzing what's inside, what's inside, what's with the father-in-law, what Mohbad gave to his own father. That was disrespectful, in my view. Listen to her.
See, a lot is going on, but there's little we can say. But if they don't stop, if they don't stop, person that knows everything will come out and talk. Just 2 months ago, they received a vehicle of 5.5 million naira from Mohbad. They were trying to deliver that vehicle to them. They said it doesn't have plate number, that they will not receive it until when they put plate number. They had to take that vehicle back to Mohbad to go and put plate number. They took that vehicle to them again with plate number. They said they have to put gas. I mean petrol. We call it gas over there. They said they have to put petrol in it before they collect it. They called, and my sister said, please, everybody posting that they must. Just 2 months ago, the vehicle was purchased in Ikodu. When we were going to Grandma's house yesterday to visit Grandma with Liam, they showed me that place that they purchased that vehicle. Just 2 months ago, about 3 months ago, they purchased that vehicle and gave them new vehicle, 5.5 million. That was the amount they purchased that vehicle.
She even knows the price they purchased the vehicle. That's to tell you that what I said previously was confirmed. She was being briefed by Wumi. Now, this is a lady. Now I'm talking of Wumi, Mohbad's wife. This is a lady that claims she's mourning. You know, she has always been in alliance with Mohbad's mom. She's the grandma they were talking about that they went to visit with Liam. Because most times I even wonder if Wumi herself has family, because with all these allegations and all this propaganda, at least person for don't come out and say I be Wumi's uncle, auntie, grandfather, grandmother, brother, sister, or no talk, but even the mama self never come out. So now to tell you, say this girl on a real street bones. Let's get back to the issue. Now they went to visit Mohbad's mother. You know, they've been in alliance ever since Mohbad died. They went to visit Mohbad's mother. This is someone that claims she's mourning. On their way back, I'll be on their way to whatever. She still, mind you, this conversation, this interview with Daddy Free's life was done on the 17th, and Mohbad died on the 12th. That's like 5 days. She still get mind. We think bring up, see where we buy Mohbad father car for 5.5 million naira. You guys still want to go claim that one. You guys want to go and collect that one. You dey dig into waiting person giving father. Waiting day your father-in-law house. That's, you know, one make them buy something for your father-in-law again. Make you see how man heart dey. You know, want your father-in-law to shine. Now let's go back to the main issue. Let me analyze. Sorry I brought you guys this far. I know you must have forgotten about the first clip I played. If you've listened very well to the first clip, she started with, there was no land anywhere. There is no property anywhere. Along the line, she was like, the only property, listen to her, she started with, there was no land there was no property anywhere. Her next statement was, the only property was the one she was supposed to buy. We didn't bring up that story. Why you they tell us long story? You ain't get property, I mean no get property. They tell us shoot bird, mama fly. She said the only property was the one she was supposed to buy. But she told them she's not going to buy again because it's not by the roadside. It's not best way. If you check her account, she no get better 20 M. But it is not by the roadside, and that was why the mother introduced Mohbad to the property. Are you listening? That was why the mother introduced Mohbad to the property, because the mother advised Mohbad to start having properties aside from the house he has in Lekki. If you've forgotten about, if you don't forget the previous, maybe you fit rewind. But later, make I finish the analysis. Apart from the house he has in Lekki, that's the mother advised. What does this tell you? It tells you that Mohbad trusted his in-laws so much that they could bring up like landed properties for him to buy, and he could just buy them. And then they use the young boy to cash out anyhow. I don't know if you get. It also tells you that he trusted these people to an extent that that house in Lekki was purchased by the mother. But let's move further so you understand what I'm trying to say. Mind you, at this point, she was still dwelling on, she has landed to one property. Formerly no property, now at least one property. She went as far as saying the papers of the land were still in process, and they came. Who is they came? Obviously she's not referring to Mohbad's mother, she's not referring to Mohbad's brother, because those people are in alliance with Wumi. They came is Mohbad's father. This is to tell you that Mohbad's father has been pre-informed. Mind you, all these dealings right now, it's when Mohbad was still alive. So Mohbad himself could not brief him father, say come see, of which the father said he bought one land for him, the father, and one land for himself. So I tell you say Mohbad dey brief him father on him day-to-day activity and things where he get or things where he just purchase. I don't know if you get. Now she said they came, and my mom said the papers of the land were still in process. The only time the papers of land you just acquired is still in process is when you apply for C of O or deed of attorney. But basically, if you buy land, of which the land na for Ikorodu, so obviously the land has to, it's not like a governmental land we just fall out. The land we maybe community, personal or something. Obviously then go get agreement, barrister agreement. And that agreement, now him you go use, go wherever it is, go lands, go Ministry of Lands, whatever it is, go seek for all those land papers. But yet, this woman decide sit on that land. Only that one not tell you say she get agenda. She has an agenda. She sat on it. The two lands, but right now she's still talking of one. At least she owned up that there is one apart from the house in Lekki. She sat on it. She never wanted to release the papers to those lands until she claimed that they fought her and took it. And imagine what she said. And that was why they had to go and bury Mohbad there. Are you okay, madam? So they were not supposed to bury him on his land. They didn't even bury him they buried him on his father's land. Because Mohbad acquired two lands. You get? But we're coming, she's still talking about one. So, now, you need to understand, all these things, all this fight and all were going on when Mohbad was even still alive. Now she sit on this paper. She no one released this paper. Mind you, from the conversation, you can understand, say, now the mama acquired that house for Mohbad. That's the house Mohbad stays in Lekki. But via say the father no one put eye for that one. The father just want collecting own the one way Mohbad buy for him. Now he make Mohbad father they pressurize for the papers of that one particular land. Make Mohbad know how he could take sort himself out because now him and in-laws they do dealings. Which at last, after the whole Bishback, Mohbad was still alive, and this thing was done forcefully. Imagine now where Mohbad no day again. You think say them go agree say Mohbad even buy pencil. When Mohbad died alive, mother-in-law sat on property somebody got for the father. Can you imagine? Saying that's why they fought and collected the ex-police woman. Ex-police woman. Now she claimed this was a package where they wanted to legitimate Liam as Mohbad's son. That was when they started doing all this packaging. Liam, they bought for Liam, they no buy for Liam. Liam was supposed to travel, they were supposed to do birthday, this one, everything was Liam. The sister now claimed Mohbad wanted to get a car for the sister when she gave birth to Liam, but the sister insisted she wanted something else, a landed property. And that was why, now listen to the sister very well, that was why he got those lands towards the end. Listen to the sister. Now it's now from nothing to one, now to two. That was why he got those lands in the first place. She ended it again with, that was why he purchased those lands. Now you understand what I'm trying to say. Now, this interview, like I said, it was done by Wumi's elder sister, Karimot, on the 17th of September. Mohbad died on the 12th. I guess when Papa Mohbad heard of this interview and saw the interview, I think he was astonished. He wasn't precedented, and he had to, because then what's the Turn to DK and Iyabo Ojo were the forerunner to justice for Mohbad. and she was Iyabo Ojo in particular was in alliance with let me say she was in alliance with me, and on the other hand, she was like a mediator between Mohbad's father and the Wumi's family. So Mohbad's father had to call Iyabo Ojo, and anyway, let's get straight to that. Make we no waste time. Please pay attention to this. Although after this, I'll still analyze.
Mohbad's dad also called me up and told me some things. And from what Mohbad's dad said, I know there's an issue going on between the dad and the wife's family. Do you understand? There's an issue going on. But his own concern now and his pain now is that he would like me to ask Mohbad's wife's mother some questions, you know? And I was like, what are the questions? And he laid the questions on the table, which are personal family questions, and most of it is based on property and money, you know? So, and one of it was like, he said to me, I bought my own property with my name. So why would Mohbad buy a property on his son's name? I can't fault Mohbad for buying a property in his son's name, you know. Yeah. And yeah, when I heard that, when he said that, I didn't argue with him because, you know, they are all grieving, and it took me a while to even call Mohbad's wife, and I just said, this is what your father-in-law is saying, you know, and I told her this is what this person is saying. And Mohbad's wife was, you know, she was crying, she was saying she's going through a lot, she's stressed, she'll tell her mom, you know, she doesn't know why he's having issues with her, you know. And I was like, have you guys been having issues before? She now said no, that they were very close before, you know. Even there was a time, I think maybe when she was pregnant or when she was looking for pregnancy, I can't remember which of the two, you know, that he even took her to the mountain to pray. They are close, but it was after she had the child that they now started having issues. You understand? Something about, I don't want to mention it. I think it's for her to explain when she comes and talk. I had to reconfirm, is it true Mohbad bought a property in his son's name? And she said yes, that he bought a property in his son's name. I said okay. The house, apart from that property, is there any other property again that is causing issues? She said no, that the other property is the one that's where they buried Mohbad initially. Yes, and you know, that's with the dad. And I asked if the house they were staying is owned by Mohbad. She said no, that is rented. I think she said he moved in there April, you know, this year. So, and I was like, okay, so is that the only property that is causing issues? She said, I said, okay.
Yeah. You see, when it comes to Wumi's matter, it's treated with perfume, scent. When it comes to Papa Mohbad's issues, it's treated with insecticides. Simple question. You know, he said he faulted Mohbad buying a property. Truth be said, the boy still is small to own landed property. What if he pass out? What if he, like, anyway, I don't want to deal with that matter. But the question Mohbad's father sent her to ask was, but before then, you need to understand, Mohbad's father don't even get issue with this girl at all. He even carry him go mountain, make them go pray, make him son forget speaking, make him get grandson. He had no issues with this girl until this girl start her kukere. Now, the simple question was that Iyabo Ojo asked, did Mohbad buy a property in Liam's name? She said yes, he bought a property in his son's name. Okay. Any other issues, any other property causing issues? She said no. That the only property is where they buried Mohbad. Now you understand, two lands now that appear. Initially, the elder sister said The other one, where they buried Mohbad to, was put in Liam's name. So you understand the father they talk through when he talks, say, him buy one for himself, buy one for the father. Is there, now they ask this critical question, is the house Mohbad staying in, is it owned by Mohbad? She said no, that it's rented, they moved in there April. And you see Mohbad is dealing with wolf in sheep's clothing. He trusted his in-laws so much, but they betrayed him. Imagine when in their life, then they battle to get land paper where him pay for. Even the other sister talks, say, Mohbad paid for the lands to get the papers now war. The same papers where you say they in process, but when argument starts, the paper come out. Maybe to tell you, say these people get plans for Mohbad. The house is not owned by Mohbad. The same house your mother bought for Mohbad. You don't see, say, Wumi and a mama are birds of a feather. You know how many husbands? Wait, make I no go their personal life. Birds of the same feather. Now, will you fault Mohbad's father when he says something like this?
When somebody did that, at least when somebody did that, they're supposed to take it to the mortuary. That's supposed to be the first thing. But they had to carry the body back home for them to do their evil things. Could you believe that I met a lawyer, not a doctor, inside that compound, just for them to arrange what they wanted to arrange? I was so sure when I hear say the 26 years was having a will. Me as a father, I'm 60 years of age now. I do not have something like that. I never think of say writing my will. 26 years old boy was writing a will, which is capital no. So they have to collaborate with the lawyer. The lawyer to maybe to put his hand into many things that is not right. And Mohbad is the kind of person that he can never think or say he want to use hand to stamp it. So instead of that, he will stand. Because he's dead, they have to call lawyer to do their own mathematics inside. It's God that wants to expose them.
It's God that really wants to expose them. It's God that. How many of our father get will? How many of them get will? Will me mama get will? I'm not even sure say she get anything to will. How many of them father get? How many of them with they are both 26 get will? Just to legitify, just to paint Liam like say him be Mohbad's son, just to like say, man, my father, he was loved so much by his father, my son, just to paint him like there was this bond between father and son. Then just want legitimize the guy. But thank God for this DNA, because for me, this DNA ain't be the justice. Because see, the truth is, police has failed us. Yes, no let police fee if you get autopsy through. Autopsy can only be gotten through the security agency. But you see, DNA, family self, you just go run DNA. And that DNA is a must. Now that DNA will give us insight. Now that DNA will make us understand so many things where we never understand. Now that DNA will make us understand why Mohbad, the reason for Mohbad's demise. That DNA is going to shed a lot of light to a lot of things. You see that DNA will reveal a lot. And that's why the DNA has been resisted. It's like a fight for survival for Wumi. That DNA has been resisted by all means. It has been even with the funds that was contributed. Now we think they resist the DNA. The very funds that was contributed by well-meaning Nigerians, both home and abroad, for the upkeep of Liam. I cannot use bad words. Now then they resist this DNA. That DNA will reveal so many things where we don't know what happened to Mohbad. So now, because this is not the last time I could deal with this house matter. So now, I don't understand, say, Mr. Special, I don't forget the name of the person who asked this question. If you want me to do analysis, make sure you go through my videos, so like you don't make me do the same analysis I've done before. Like, go through it, then you can let me know what you want me to shed more light on, apart from this Mohbad. But I'm really pained about this issue. So if you have any other issues you want me to shed light on, if I've scrutinized that issue, I'm going to do that. So now, I don't understand, say, the house was owned. It's owned, not was. It's owned by Mohbad. My next video, I go tell you now why Karimot, that's Wumi elder sister, and the mother, why Wumi elder sister, they get quanta, they get issues, they get problem with Wumi mama and Wumi herself. It still has to do with all of this. Because then take idea rope her in. She left the US the very day, according to her, that Mohbad died. That not to tell you, say this whole thing are premeditated. That's why I keep telling you guys, Mohbad died on a Monday. I'll still shed more lights on that on my next video. And she arrived in Nigeria the next day. She don't even know when she talk out. Go through this interview, this particular interview I just played with Daddy Free's life. You pay attention, just listen to her. No listen to her out of emotions. Drop your emotions one side, use your brain. She landed Nigeria that very day. Why? Make she come be spokesman. That's now why basically I know do when all these things they hit up, I decided to lock up. So that I could hear from both sides. Make everybody fool themselves finish. Because that period you could just they talk, they blab, you could just they talk, you could feel everybody they your side. You don't know, say you expose yourself by yourself. Because I know if their Wumi should go back to all their previous interview, that's if Wumi's all her henchmen and women should go back to all their previous interview and statements they've made. They indicted themselves. They indicted Wumi. And I believe most of them then going to regret them right now. But the internet has taken control. It's very difficult to withdraw. Everything they said, everybody that came to speak for Wumi messed up. Everybody. And now looking back, I know say, oh boy, then they regret. But it's too late. It's too late to cry when the head is off. Because the head will soon go off. So man, my advice to Wumi and everybody that knows Wumi or close to Wumi or related to Wumi, that's if she even get relations, because this girl start to run streets, start to run the trenches of Ikorodu at 10. She said it. She started dating Mohbad when they dated for 14 years, and how old is she? 24. Before Mohbad carry her go island. The mama no care until the mama started caring for me when she won this particular jackpot. Now you see why the mama sit down on top the land all the while. You see why the mama sit down on top the properties of the papers to in house. Now we make your mind to come out say the house is rented. Rented by who? From who? With who? Where is the papers of the rent? Where is the paper Mohbad signed to rent the house? Where? Man, make una fear God, though. Make una fear God. Person will take care of you, take care of your family, not just you, plus your family. Now you get mind, do this thing. Wow, make una fear God. You know what? We still get more to expose. So, if you never subscribe, try click on the subscribe button. Make you follow up. Thank you.
This is in-depth analysis.